Ouch. Ouch. Youch. That's really warm. That was a quote from the Wicker Man, 1973. Where's the applause? Where's the applause?
You can't hear it, but I'm applauding right now.
That was my amazing portrayal of that character.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, I was watching
Oscar
the
winning.
movie and I was like, you know who would really rock that role? Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage would-
Honestly, you did a pretty great impression of him, of Nicolas Cage's version.
Wait, was that a quote from Nicolas Cage's version?
Yeah.
Honestly,
No,
I mean, I
'cause
haven't
Nicolas
seen
Cage
it.
getting pulled away, he literally just goes, ow, ow.
Yeah. Oh my god, his whole monologue when he's like, I don't believe in your religion. I'm better than you, and he's like, but
And then he's like, ow, ow,
he's quite fun.
ow.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about that one. Well, we probably could.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about. This is the podcast. This is the Very Cool Film Podcast. We're talking about a very cool film from the 70s. I love the 70s. And I thought I loved the 70s. But I've only seen 25 movies from the 70s. Out of all 10 years, only 25 movies. Which I know that might seem like a lot to some people, but to me that's not enough. It's not enough. This is a crime.
Considering the amount of 2010s films I've seen.
The 2010s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nerves will bag me.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Machu. Who we got?
I'm
Snuggle.
Jack, and this is my recommendation.
This was
Booyah.
Jack. Yes.
I'm Tiger.
And it's us three today. It's us three. This is a good gang. I was saying before. This is a good gang. We're the troublemakers. Us three. What are
Yeah.
talking about?
There's Stella and Eli to keep us in check. Oh, you
Yeah, they're like
I'm
smart.
listening now.
They're like the smart ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we can just talk about whatever. We can just talk about.
Yeah.
I was thinking like,
Guys, it's the adult tour. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
I've seen 18 films from the 70s.
you've seen 18 films from the 80s.
18.
That's
And I'm gonna be honest, they're kind of.
You don't like the 70s? I said 70s, not 80s.
No, one of them is the old Wonder Woman movie. This one, with by Leonard Horn, with Linda Carter.
And it's really good. I love that every version of Wonder Woman is not sexualized at all. They really held back. They were really good. Anyway.
Also, I mean, Gal Gadot, she just gave that.
Oh my gosh, Gal Gadot.
Oscar-winning performance.
No. Hello.
Give me the stone.
Give me the
You're
stone.
putting everyone else in danger.
Why is she hired? I don't get it. You know
Like,
that movie Red Notice?
It felt kind of like, it feels kind of like her acting's like she's a ventriloquist, but she doesn't have a dummy. So she's just kind of like saying it, but like not moving anything or saying it.
That's so
Yeah, like Death on the Nile. Enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Oh yes, I've seen that clip. She's hilarious. But you know that there's the movie Red Notice with Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, and Gal Gadot. That movie is like all three of those people. I was like, why do these people get any roles ever? It's like the perfect like. Why do any three of these people get roles? I don't get it. I think The Rock.
I see why Ryan Reynolds gets work. He's actually funny.
Ryan Reynolds is good. I like Ryan Reynolds, and the Rock has done.
Gal Gadot are two people
No,
Okay, The Rock has his niche though. I kind of get it.
But also The Rock has done funny stuff.
Like the two.
Intelligence, I did find funny.
Okay, well, never mind. But to me, I think all three of those people like these guys are the top. These guys are the A-list. Because even me, Ryan Reynolds, I mean, I like him in Deadpool. He's good at Deadpool. Like,
I liked him in Free Guy.
Free guy. He was free.
Green Lantern was pretty good.
No, I hate. He uses Green Lantern as a punching bag, as if he wasn't in like any other. He's like, oh, that was the only bad movie I made. Like, dude, you were in so many other bad movies, and then like all these people that worked on Green Lantern. It's like, you know, people put effort into this. It's like,
I liked Green Lantern growing up.
Oh, you liked it? I think you're gonna say it was bad.
No. Okay, looking back on it now, it's really bad. But as a kid, watching Green Lantern is in like because like prior to that, I had seen like the '70s Superman and then the early 2000s Hulk movies, and then I saw Green Lantern. I was like, this is cinema, because I hadn't
Well,
seen any others.
That's funny. Wait, you were watching them? You were watching the old ones? You were like watching them in order, even though
Yes,
new ones were
yes,
released.
that's how I was raised. I was raised to watch them in
That's pretty
order.
funny. I know. I was thinking if I ever had a kid, I'd just only show them movies from the '60s, and that's what they thought movies were. And then they watch like Iron Man, and they're like, "What?" Or they like only watch the Dark Crystal.
Yes,
And
that
that's
is
what
how you raise a child.
No, then they'll speak like the
I've only seen 9
movie.
films from the '60s.
9 films.
That's sad. That's
Yeah,
devastating.
old movies. It's funny because I think all of our recommendations so far have been not in the 2000s except Perfume,
And not in
Mhm.
English.
and
except
not
for
in
Perfume.
English. No, well, the Wicker Man was in
I
English.
mean, I love when we suggested like there was like 3 French movies, and I mean Perfume is in France, but it's not.
It's in
not
France, yeah.
French.
But
And then we had Playtime, and then we had La Haine.
3 French movies in a row is quite funny because we're kind of using this to watch new movies, but I think that all those niches that we've been talking about, we don't actually have that much like expertise. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, this movie is a more closer to home, I guess. I really like Midsommar and movies like that, and I think Jack, you'd be the most knowledgeable on movies that were inspired by The Wicker Man. You love cult movies, right? Like
I do.
not cult movies, but cult movies. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I love both. I love movies
Yeah.
with a cult following because a lot of the time they're actually really good. But then also I love movies about cults. It's just like such an interesting topic, and a lot of people are like this, and I don't really know what it is. Just kind of like the idea of a cult. Like, obviously don't want to like be in one, but like the idea of one and like how it works is such a weird and interesting thing.
Yeah.
And I found like the one in the Wicker Man particularly like interesting and cool. I thought it was like a really sort of like
I mean, we
neat
should just
cult.
Yeah.
jump on
It's
into
very
it.
similar to Midsummer.
Yes.
I felt a lot of Midsummer vibes
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, we could just get into that, but I did want to ask. There was one thing. Oh, it was the 3. Okay, this might be completely random. I just want to know what you guys think. It was the 3-year anniversary of Barbenheimer, and I just wanted to know what do you think? Because we went around for Barbenheimer. This is the 5th episode of the podcast. What did we? Because I feel like I loved the idea of Barbenheimer, and I went out with my friends, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
And it was like the event, and also the Odyssey came out recently. I'm really interested to see what Greta Gerwig does next. I'm still waiting. She said she might be doing Narnia, but I feel like that's a bit lame.
She is doing Narnia. She's currently in the progress of doing Narnia, and I'm biased towards Andrew Addison's ones just because my family did it, and I literally grew up. There's photos of me as a baby on set. So I'm biased towards that version of Narnia always, no matter what happens.
Yeah, that's really cool. I do think that first one has a lot of charm. I don't remember anything about the sequels. So.
It's just so magical.
Right?
It's just magical.
Yeah.
Like there's Santa Claus. What's not to love?
Yeah, I mean, but I am a bit disappointed when I hear that Greta Gerwig's doing Narnia, even if it's going to be like epic. I just feel like she should.
If anyone wants to do Narnia remake, it should be Christopher Nolan, in my opinion.
Christopher Nolan. He
Why
should
not?
just do everything, bro.
Why not? I fear. Yeah.
No, he'll take it too seriously.
Exactly, and I feel like with
you need that.
Okay, I feel like something so extreme and fantastical, like the way he's done with the Odyssey, would be really cool for Narnia. And then we always have the chill, magical whimsicalness of Andrew Addison's one to fall back on.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm not offended that there's going to be another one because we'll always have the first one. But I just don't like, because I think her best is Little Women and Lady Bird, and I think it should go back to being smaller. I don't know.
Okay. We're getting so sidetracked, but with Narnia, I've read all the books for Narnia.
Yeah.
And Andrew Addison's does leave out a lot because it's only focusing on like 3 of like 8 books or something.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of detail. It's like most of the stories don't follow the sibling stories. He only focused on the books that have the sibling stories, and even still left out like the last one where they're all adults ruling in Narnia.
That's kind of like what I've heard about the Odyssey is like a lot of criticism for it is coming from people who've like actually like read the Odyssey and they're like, oh, he changed this or left out this. But I mean,
who's pretentious enough to read that thick of a book from 400 bloody years ago? What? Not
3,000, but also like
1,000 years
if you study like that part of history, like everyone's read it, like everyone reads it if it's.
Wait, are you saying? Wait, you're saying you have a problem with people reading that book? I think that book.
No,
looks
I'm just saying I have problems with people that reading a book that yes is ancient but is still fictional and having a beef with is not historical accuracy from a fictional story.
Oh, no, that's different. Yeah, okay. The historical accuracy is hilarious when people say that because that's silly. But I think
Babes,
no,
there's a
but
Cyclops.
They're talking about the accuracy to the book, and I think that's valid.
Yeah, that's valid. But I've seen videos of actual historians that analyze like movies that claim to be historically accurate and doing that with the Odyssey.
Yeah,
and
I don't like that they're
sirens and witches, all right?
Yeah, it's quite silly. That stuff is extremely silly. I don't.
For me,
like,
going into it,
be trans people. But Cyclopses are alright. That's alright. No, Cyclops.
Also, it's ancient Greece.
Yeah.
I mean,
the gayest civilization.
That's true.
That's true.
But I can also understand the criticism of preferring Greek casting instead of American casting.
There was a lot of issues with Lupita playing Helen of Troy. And
Lupita.
I was like, what?
Well, they're non-issues. They're not real.
Yeah, they're non-issues.
They're non-issues.
She did such a good job.
She did do a good job.
I keep seeing people complaining about it, and I'm like, dude, there's a Cyclops. Just
literally.
But like,
for me,
she's not even a real person.
Here's my theory. I feel like Christopher Nolan saw Lupita in Us and was like, oh, she can play two people. So I'm gonna make her play two people in this movie. So I feel like that's a bit silly. But that's
no. I think maybe that makes sense in the context of the book. Like, they might have been like.
Oh no, I know they're twins. I know that makes sense. But I was just thinking. I feel like maybe he may have cast her just because she had done that before, which is silly.
But yeah, I've never read the Odyssey, so I genuinely had no clue what I was going into. So I enjoyed it. Because
I haven't seen it yet,
yeah. Oh yeah, we should do a full Odyssey thing, but me and Jack went to see it together. It was super fun, yeah.
I joined March's family. I invaded their family movie day. It was really beautiful.
I was gonna invite myself along. When you guys all said that you were gonna go see it with your families, I was like, and I'm not invited.
Oh, you said
it's my ticket.
Gone yet with your mom?
No,
you were gonna go.
We were gonna go this Sunday, but we've got the comedy festival on, so
yeah,
gotta go see it next week.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, no, okay, well, this might be too much of a sidetrack, but I was going to ask you guys, because with the Odyssey coming out, I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought of Oppenheimer and Barbie, because that was such a big thing, and now just like what you think of the quality of the movie, because I feel like that they were both quite, like, controversial, kind of, like, people loved them and hated some.
Okay, I watched Oppenheimer the way Nolan intended on my phone. Genuinely. Yeah. I did enjoy Oppenheimer. I thought it was a very good film. I thought the acting was really cool. I know a lot about that part of history, and I found that really cool. And then also just seeing like it had such a huge cast, and so being like, oh, that's that guy from that thing, or oh, that's that guy from that thing. It was pretty cool.
I think it works better in Oppenheimer than the Odyssey for me.
Yeah, no, it does. But then. With Barbie, I really like Barbie in the sense I really like the messaging it had for like women and stuff. Yeah. However, I didn't like it was made by Mattel. It was corporate. It was kind of like them going, guys, we didn't know we didn't know what we were doing when we gave all those girls like eating disorders and stuff. We're just some silly.
Is actually run by Will Ferrell.
Yeah, we're just some silly guys in suits that run silly and don't know what we're doing, and we're bumbling idiots. When like. No, they know what they're doing. They're just like trying to make money. And so like so my issues with that is more that it's just like very like corporate. It's like all movies are corporate made, so I guess that's like really a non-issue. It's just this one was made about a product that a corporation's been selling for so long. and then it was like it did everything it could to kind of make that product relevant again. So it felt kind of like a big ad.
A lot of movies are like that, I feel, where it's like based off a merchandise item specifically.
Well, there's not that many that are good. If that makes
sense. What I'm trying to think of, I'm thinking of like
the Lego movie is
Teenage
excellent.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lego movie, G.I. Joe, like films like that. That
but
based off a
Transformers? Didn't Transformers start as a show and then a toy and a movie?
I can't remember if it started as a show and then became.
It was it could have been a toy and then a show. You're right, but you are right. It's true, but there's not many that are like good.
Yeah.
As if that makes sense, because I mean, I think the Lego movie will always be the best.
Lego movie is beautiful.
Lego movie is and it's not trying to
sell you Lego.
No, it is definitely trying to sell you Lego.
Well, I mean, like at face value, it's not like Lego.
No, but it's not. It doesn't try to do the fourth wall breaking thing like Barbie. I mean, it does actually break the fourth wall quite a lot, but it doesn't try to be like. Well, I guess Lego hasn't done anything wrong though. I think Barbie the movie.
Yeah, Lego's not like a kind of controversial.
Barbie was trying to, like kind of address.
Yeah,
Barbie has had its issues with like gender roles and the way it portrays women. Because I mean, she's a skinny blonde.
Barbie kind of felt like an apology later.
Right,
but with that being said, it still had like really really cool like messages and values.
Oh yeah,
about like women and their role and how they have to like do so much to just appease men, but really it's stupid and bullshit, and no one should have to do anything to appease anyone.
Exactly. I didn't like that. Because
yeah. What are your takes on the two
movies? With Eli and Stella, I went with them to go see the movie in cinemas when it came out.
Yeah.
And sitting in the cinema, I loved it. Like,
me too, yeah.
But slowly, like over time, I didn't like it as much, and I especially it just had a stank on it after the Oscars when the only Oscar went to Ryan Gosling, the one man in the show.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Greta didn't win anything.
What? No.
You didn't know that?
No, it went to Billy. It didn't go to Gosling. He won for the Globes, but no one cares about the Globes. The Oscar went to Billy's song. Yeah. And I think also someone else.
The Oscar went to Billy's song. But but like a performance or something wise, it was Ryan Gosling.
No, he didn't win.
He won?
Oh,
what did he win for?
Oh yeah, for supporting performance, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Margot didn't get nominated for lead.
Margot did not get nominated. Greta didn't get nominated.
I don't think she did that good of a job.
I know.
Compared to the other five.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like I'm so annoyed that the best part of the movie was Ken.
You think? No. I think. Oh yeah, there's a conversation about having too much Ken than Barbie, but I think they have equal amounts of staying power. Like I guess equal amounts of screen time. But I think just Ryan Gosling just had an amazing performance. But I feel like that's not the film's fault. And I think Margot was
not the film's fault.
I mean, the directing was great. I feel like it could have gone a directing nom.
Well, I think she should have got at least nominated because they went through like 3 directors that gave up trying to write a story for Barbie.
Yeah, it was a movie that was in production hell for a while, which I appreciate that it's not.
They had so many writers that gave up. One got almost right to production and they gave up.
No, but that would be a writing nom then, by the way, which it did get.
Yeah,
it got a writing nom. Yeah, so and it was her and Noah Baumbach, who's a really good writer. He wrote such classics like Madagascar 3.
Was that the circus one?
Yeah, the circus.
Yes,
yeah, and it's a banger.
The best one.
Yeah, because it was written by Noah Baumbach. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. What was your take on Oppenheimer?
Okay, I went in knowing jack shit about Oppenheimer. I knew nothing about it at all. So this was my introduction to literally everything about the nuclear bomb.
Was it your first Nolan?
No.
No. Okay. So you knew Nolan.
I knew Nolan well, and I was like, yes, Christopher Nolan. And I went in, and I liked it a lot, but I was just kind of confused the whole time because I didn't know anything about the topic at all.
Okay.
I'm not a history buff at Oh.
I wonder if that will affect your Odyssey experience as well, because you haven't seen the Odyssey. We'll do an Odyssey episode.
But you know what? I know a lot more about the Odyssey
Okay,
because
good.
I love Epic the musical, and that has taught me everything I know about the Odyssey. I also have the Odyssey sitting on my bookshelf right now.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen Epic, but I do want to watch Hades Town. That's my Hades Town just came out.
I really
I'm
want to
excited.
go. I really want to watch Hades Town too.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wait,
this
where
was
is
a
it?
big
Wait,
tangent, but
here we go. The Odyssey.
we're not recording. Okay, I believe you.
No, I'm just saying I have it and I'm
Yeah.
proving it.
Okay, for audio listeners, which is the only way to consume this.
Oh yeah.
That was a book. That was it. She
I was
got
holding
the
up the book.
She got the book. The Odyssey. Anyway, this is a massive tangent. I just thought it'd be fun. But yeah, because for me, I loved both of them in the cinema, but then they both kind of soured a little bit. And I still can't tell which I like more. I've rewatched both of them 3 times, I think.
Oh, wow.
Not together, but like just separately. Because I watched Barbie twice in the theaters, then I rewatched it once at home just by myself. Then I watched Oppenheimer twice in theaters, and then I watched it once at home by myself. And they both kind of even out to like 4 stars for me, because I think Barbie, it's a bit too simple, and that Mattel thing does rub me the wrong way. And then Oppenheimer, I think it did not need to be 3 hours.
No.
Some scenes just felt repetitive, but I think both of them are quite beautiful and really well made. And I just love that idea of Barbenheimer. I feel like we're going to be talking about that forever. It was so natural. It was so.
Well, then we had Gayenheimer this year with Leviticus and
What?
Girls Like Girls.
Yeah, but that's
Did
not
you hear
Oppenheimer.
about that?
You know, that's not Oppenheimer.
No, but it's kind of similar because it's like 2 very opposite genres. It's like a dark horror gay man, and then it was like sweet, lovable comedy romance lesbians.
Yeah, but I think the magic, because they also tried to do Saw Patrol, which was Saw X and Paw Patrol 2 coming out on the same day.
No, Saw Patrol, that's real.
No one cared about
Saw Patrol, I've not heard about that until now, but I have to say Saw Patrol kind of slaps.
Yeah, but it was made by Paramount. It was like they were trying to do their own
Barbenheimer.
Okay. And what was so good about Barbenheimer is that it was, well, one, it was natural, which, I mean, I'm sure that happened with Gannheimer, but it was also like, it was 2 directors that are at the top of their game, and they're like really talented, and the casts were really talented. And then the movies, when you actually went there, they were like actually experiences, and they were like big, and they were funny, and they were smart. I guess not, Oppenheimer was not very funny, but
I don't know. I laughed when the bomb went off.
When the bomb went off. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because the Odyssey was on my mind, but I didn't really want to talk about the Odyssey.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet. We'll do an Odyssey episode, yeah. Anyway, we can just jump on into it.
Okay, do you want me to like read out the like blurb for the
Wicker
Wicker Man?
Yeah, you tell us the plot, like introduce the movie, and then also just introduce why you recommend.
So like the little like Letterboxd synopsis is: Police Sergeant Neil Howie is called to an island village in search of a missing girl whom the locals claim never existed. The investigation is further complicated as Howie's religious views clash with those of the island's residents. And so basically, spoilers obviously as always. The island is.
Oh wait, no. Do we want to? It's not always as always. We can talk about it for a little bit. Just
hang on, but I just kind of want to like give like an overview synopsis with spoilers.
Okay.
Close your ears, everyone.
Spoilers. Synopsis.
For the Wicker Man, the Dicker Man.
Basically, that's not funny.
The Dicker Man. It should have been the Wicker Man, and when the big thing came out, he just like a massive dick. And it was the Dicker Man. That was the sequel. Yeah.
Look at Dicker Man.
The Dicker Man.
What Dicker Man?
Oh, Jack gave up.
Sorry. Hang on. No, it wasn't that. But anyways, so like it's set in like 1973. It's set on like one of the like islands off of Scotland. And basically this police sergeant goes, he's looking for this girl. He's like a devout Christian, super devout. And then the people on the island are like pagans who worship like Celtic mythology. And so basically it's about him trying to find this girl. Good luck to him, whatever. And then the islanders being like, I've never seen this girl before in my life. What are you talking about? But like, she was there. And then also at the same time, he's got like very like traditional and devout views about religion, and they kind of clash with the much more like free love sort of Celtic beliefs. and it culminates with some violence.
Some stuff, some stuff for sure.
But yeah, and I chose it because when I watched it, I thought it was really, really good. It's got Christopher Lee in it.
Oh,
I knew it was kind of iconic, so I had to watch it. And then
Yeah.
I love cult stuff. I love stuff dealing with weird and funky things. It's quite funky. It's quite weird.
It's quite fun.
It's a musical kind of.
No. I mean, it's quite funny.
It's kind of a musical,
Kinda.
which honestly, you know what? Hell yeah! But yeah, I love folk horror, and I decided I'd recommend it because I thought it was a really good film, and I wanted to
Yes.
see what other people thought. So yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I mean, why did you watch it in the first place though? Before, like when you watched it, you was just saying.
I think I just like I'd heard about it,
Yeah.
and it just went on my watch list, and then there kind of dotted for a while, as all films on my watch list do. And then eventually I was like, I'm gonna watch The Wicker Man tonight. But I think it went on my watch list because I'd heard somebody somewhere talk about it, and like again, I love that sort of genre. So when I heard, oh, a horror film I haven't seen that's in that genre, I was kind of like, I gotta see it at some point, you know?
Yes, yeah, and it's definitely it's just I think it's inspired like everything after that. Like, there's no movie that's not even like so Midsommar is definitely the biggest one. Everyone talks.
I think it maybe inspired that one with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the one about the bees.
Wait, what's it called again?
I don't.
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man?
Yeah.
2006.
2006.
Which me and Matiu have watched. I don't know about
Yes,
have you watched it, Jack?
No.
You don't have to.
No, I've been really busy, so I never got down to watching it or rewatching The Wicker Man, so I haven't seen it since December. But I still remember it really well. So that's okay.
Say that the magic.
The
Podcast. You've broken the
magic. That we all followed the schedule.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
They all know we don't. This show is like a week late. As always.
Stop it! The magic. It's breaking. I'm gonna have to burn you in a wicked man. A wicked.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's really epic. I like how I don't like necessarily how it kind of reinforces some like stereotypes about like pagan religion, which is obviously quite like a stereotyped thing. But at the same time, I think it kind of deals with it well because it's also got the cop who's a Christian and he's also high-key just quite extreme in his beliefs.
I think that was a big part I wanted to talk about. Sorry, we've been kind of just letting you but
yeah.
I think one of my favorite parts about this movie. Probably my favorite. Or okay, my favorite part was Christopher Lee. He was amazing. He was he's iconic. You know, he's had 300 acting credits, 348 acting credits. Isn't that crazy?
Jesus.
He's just been everywhere. That's anyway. But Christopher Lee, 348 acting credits, which is quite funny. He is a dedicated man. He's a great actor, and he added a lot of, I guess, emotion and energy to this movie. I feel like, which I think it needed. And I know he was like kind of low-key the villain, but he was really good. I kind of thought Edward Woodward. That's insane. That's a hilarious name.
Edward Woodward.
Yeah, I thought he was like extremely cheesy, but like in a good way, but also like kind of like because his performance was so stupid, and I feel like he didn't do much reacting, if that makes sense. Obviously, he was reacting to things, but when he didn't say his lines, he kind of just was standing there, which I thought was really funny. And I think I can forgive it because I think it was super low, which is cool.
Yeah, he seemed to be in a constant state of surprise.
Yeah, I mean, he was like
all the time.
He was literally.
He was like, "You what? You what?" Every 2 seconds.
It was really funny. Yeah.
Even something they had just talked about earlier, he was like, "You what?" And then there was always, "You do this in front of children?"
Oh my gosh! Oh, that scene was so good as well. The classroom scene. Sorry, my notes are all over the place. But my favorite part is that I kind of liked the cult, and I kind of didn't like the policeman at some point. Yeah. Which I think is really funny, and I think that's a creative way to present it. And I think maybe in the 70s, I think probably they would. Oh, I gotta go. You guys keep talking.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I get what you mean though, because Yeah, I felt
Cold bad, but this time it was like
well, the cult was bad because they like
the
killed
cult was
people.
bad, but it was like
But
policeman was kind of pissing me off.
yeah, well, the policeman was also kind of evil as well, and like being an asshole. And like these guys
Yeah.
were just trying to live their lives. And I can't remember, but were they even gonna kill the girl? Yeah, no, they
No,
weren't.
they
Nah, it
weren't.
was
There was
all
a
a
whole
trap.
ploy. It was all a ploy. Spoilers, sorry. But basically, for the people that haven't watched it and don't mind spoilers, he goes to the island to search for the little girl. The little girl's missing, and it turns out the cult was using that as a ploy for him to willingly come to their sacrificial ceremony so they could sacrifice him to save their crops because they did shit last year. So
Yeah, and
yeah, business didn't do too good, and they planted all this evidence leading him on a trail, and then sacrificed him in a giant burning Wicker Man.
yeah, which was epic as hell to
So was
watch. It was a
epic.
very
That was
cool
epic as hell to watch.
sequence.
I will say in the remake, like the first half an hour is like word for word the exact same as the first one.
Does it like? And then I know it changes because then you got the bees.
Yeah, the thing with bees was weird and kind of irrelevant. It was just that he was allergic. The police officer was allergic to bees. And
So they were like, "I'm gonna give this man bees."
Except they didn't. See, that's where I thought that was going. I thought he was going to get stung by a bee, and then that ended up like not happening.
Oh,
They kind of just burnt him the same way they did in the first one.
see, I thought they replaced the burning with the bees initially when I'd seen, because all I'd seen is the not the bees clip, because that clip went famous because it's really bad.
No, they don't. They just burn him, and I was really disappointed because I thought I was going to see a guy get swallowed by swarms of bees.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
But no, they just burnt him, and it was like they have a bee farm and they didn't get any honey last year. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, but I found it like such a interesting sort of thing where it is like both sides are very extreme, like religiously.
Yeah.
And it's the cult, their religious extremity is that they're a cult. But also that they, lead this man to a human sacrifice. But then the cop is so religiously extreme, he is so blinded by like his super devout, super morally superior beliefs or whatever that he doesn't notice like any of these warning signs and just walks straight into their trap.
Yeah.
Whereas if he hadn't have been so pretentious, I guess, and condescending and xenophobic towards these cultists, he probably wouldn't have ended up walking up to the fucking Wicker Man and then getting burnt alive. So like both sides kind of play their part in it.
I completely missed a bit with the bees in the remake. Sorry, I forgot it because I was too busy laughing at Nicolas Cage's terrible acting. But they do use the bees. No, because there's a bit where they revealed that it was all a ploy to sacrifice him, right? And they pull out the big Wicker Man and they start breaking his legs, and he's just like, "Ow, you're hurting me! Ow!" The entire time. That's a reaction. But I forgot they put like a cage of bees around his face.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's what I was talking about. Because then he goes, "Not the bees! Not the bees!"
And then they just burned him alive. And I was like, it would have been cooler if you put him in a giant Wickerman-shaped cage of bees.
Yeah, put the bees in the Wickerman.
Exactly.
Make him get stung to death while he... Well, no, because think about it. Think about it. If when the Wickerman starts to burn, there'll be like holes in it, and then the bees can fly through that. But they can like sting him and then fly away.
But the bees will die from stinging them as well. That's the other thing I didn't get.
That's a good point.
They want more honey for the harvest, but also forcing the bees to sting this guy and die is kind of counterproductive.
Well, it's only like a couple bees, Not like the whole hive's gonna collapse.
But I forgot about the cage thing because I was too busy laughing at his acting when they broke his
Getting
legs.
like full on Kathy Bates in Missouri, just hobbled.
Yeah.
Youch!
I was also like, that's such a weird addition to an already good film.
Yeah.
Like
that sounds kind of like I haven't seen it, but it sounds kind of just like a shock tactic.
It was kind of a shock tactic that I was like, okay, but what relevance is this? Like, it didn't need it. Like, the 70s film was great without the bees. The bees were not necessary.
He wasn't hobbled in the 70s film, was he?
Hobble? What?
Like his legs weren't smashed up.
They just tied him into the thingy, right, in the 70s one and lit him on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, in the remake, they smash his legs. Nicolas Cage does terrible acting, and they put the bee cage on him, and then they burn him. And I was like, it was just like,
Yeah.
just what happened to a simple burning? You know?
Yeah.
Like
why we gotta add so many steps to the cultic, like the satanic ritual, whatever it is?
Exactly. Has the gods become that needy? They need that much entertainment. They're like, we've seen this shit before. Show us some new interesting stuff.
Oh my god, you're talking about the remake already. Oh no.
Wait, no, we were just kind of comparing like the how we got to it. But yeah, I really like the 1973 one because it was kind of like that religious extremism thing, and then I also really liked how just in general, like the paganism was just cool because I've never really seen like in real life that sort of stuff, and so seeing, I don't know if it was accurate. I mean, maybe. Well, obviously not the violent stuff, but I don't know.
In the chat
yeah, I don't know if like the whole like maypole and the stuff like that was accurate, but obviously the sacrificing people probably not. But it was just cool to see like it was just cool to see what's kind of like this super like weird and mystical religion, you know? It's very mystical, and it was very cool. And so that's kind of what I love about cult films, is just seeing the really like cool and kooky things. Like with Midsummer, it's a similar thing. It's so like weird what they do, like the pubes in the pie, but it's cool because it's like all these weird little things. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
like the dancing musical number we had in
which was epic.
Well, that was one of my problems with the film, is that the music, it was clearly overdubbed. It was like, it was really dumb.
Yeah.
Let them live.
Wait, what? You mean? Wait, me?
Yeah, the music. Who doesn't love a horror musical? I've seen 2 horror musicals in my life, and actually both of them were released within 2 years of each other.
But you're talking about Rocky Horror?
Yeah, this is Rocky Horror.
Well, Rocky Horror is not scary.
No, Wicker Man walked so Rocky Horror could run. Let that sink in.
Yeah, no,
both of them quite horny.
Actually, the police officer reincarnated.
No, he's the opposite. He's the cultist reincarnated.
No, I kind of didn't like the musical numbers, is what.
But also, now that I'm thinking about that,
it was odd.
It was just
Wicker Man was also like.
I mean, I just thought the music was bad, and I just thought.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I just thought it was funny. I was like, "How are you?" You know what?
It's funny, but it's like I felt like it didn't feel campy or like it felt like it was trying to be scary. Like, oh my god, kids singing. Like, I'm like, that's not scary. Like, it felt like
kids falling out of cupboards with Animal Monster
songs. That's kind of scary.
I mean, no, I mean, I think a lot of things that I don't like can also be things to like. Like it was made on a very small budget, and I think that what they managed to do is quite cool. And I think the people clearly liked filmmaking. I think that production was.
It would have been a fun one to work on as well.
Yeah, I feel something like that. I think, or no, that was the remake. I'm getting my facts. The remake was apparently awful to work on. Who would have thought? But I think that there would have been, some amount of joy in that movie. I could feel it. But I think, what was your take on the movie, Tiger? You really liked
the original?
Yeah.
The musical numbers was odd. I was like, okay, we're getting musical number. But for the most part, the police officer just kept pissing me off.
Oh, you thought he was really unlikable? I think that he was.
I did not like the cop. The cop was so. First of all, he was a winny little narc. Okay, he was a. For what? I mean, first of all, he's a cop, so like, already some negative points there. And then he was all, wow. You guys are exercising your right to freedom of religion. This is annoying me because I'm just a little pig.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then he gets burnt alive. So what goes around comes around, I guess. Don't be judging people for their beliefs.
I love how it wasn't really black and white, because I'm kind of rooting for him, because he's looking for
Oh
a
yeah,
missing
no,
child.
I get
And
that. He's
is
looking for like a missing child. Yeah, I get that.
That is a like a reasonable goal, and he was kind of being reasonable for a bit, but then yeah, I just love that it's kind of like actually no, I don't agree with your views, and you're extremely Christian, and these people are just kind of being normal. Some of it, and I do think that that's where the movie falters a bit because I think why does it have to be paganism? Because then that reinforces like people's stigma around it, and they're like,
Yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
negative
like them
stereotype
jumping through
surrounding
the
like
fire naked, or them burning a cop. Obviously, burning the cop is
Or
like I
the
really
naked
like.
dance beckoning him, and
Oh my
honestly,
god, that was so strange.
I've got nothing wrong
that
with
was
jumping
so
over the fire.
bizarre.
I've got nothing wrong with like the nudity or jumping over the fire naked. If that's a religious practice, that's fine by me. It's
True,
I think
actually, I
the
don't really have
end
any.
where it turns out the whole thing was like a malicious ploy that the pagans had to kill this guy.
But
That
then,
part was
Yeah,
kind
but
of
then,
sacrificed to the sun god or whatever.
but
that
then
part is
the
kind of
end works
reinforcing
well as
stereotypes.
a metaphor because it's
Yeah,
obviously it's what you're scared of. It's what these people in the 70s were scared of, these hippies, and it's like their worst nightmare coming true. So I don't think that
and also it did go really hard.
it was cool, but
It
I
was very
think it's
cool.
just I don't know. I this the ending
I
really
think
confused me. It just confused because
I think the
I don't have anything wrong with all the weird stuff. I didn't mind that like I didn't mind that the musical numbers were odd. I just also wanted them to feel like they were worked well into the movie. It just felt like they were just putting that in there to be odd, like because I don't mind odd things. Um, and that's why I like I think the school scene is the best, where it's
yes,
a class full of women, and they're learning, and he just came from a class full of boys who are outside playing, singing, and dancing, which is quite interesting. And then they go to
Mm.
like a classroom with women, like because I feel like that is kind of like really funny how he's like women are learning, but then obviously they're learning about what are they learning about, like phallic imagery, and then
Yeah,
on the
yeah, they were learning about the phallic symbol
yeah, the phallics,
of men.
which is quite funny, but and I love how he's trying to
again, hell
pronounce
yeah.
these
You know what?
people. Um,
Yeah, he's so condescending.
and yeah, that scene he's super condescending, and then there's like the cockroach in the desk, and it's just dying. It's quite funny.
Yeah,
Right, but I think that scene works the best where because there's like campy stuff like the way the children are talking are a bit funny because like obviously they're not that talented child actors, but it kind of works with the tone because they're like a bit weird, and then the
yeah,
cockroach is obviously cheesy. But then I think what he's saying about like how condescending he's being and how he's like, no, God is the way. I need to teach you the Bible, and that's like I just can't. I'm like, man, I can't repeat.
Yeah,
Like, and I
that's
can't.
one thing I did like about the remake more was the police
What?
officer seemed what?
Sorry. We'll get to that. So
Well,
you did tell me.
I liked how the police officer, rather than like just shitting on their religion the entire time, he was more concerned with the fact that these practices could have led to harming this child that he's so desperate to find out. Like, if that makes sense.
What?
Like it,
No, I mean, I think
like he wasn't going, oh, this is weird, and you should all worship God. It's like this sounds and looks dangerous, like, and
wait.
there's a missing child, so
No,
that's
I don't
weird
think
because I need to find this child.
Yeah, I think the remake is like trash. I think it's half star.
Oh, it's a bad movie, but I'm just
No, but I
saying,
just think
I did think,
no, I think the original does still do that where he's concerned about this girl, and that's why I was rooting him for a while because it's like, oh, this
the
like
goal is
finding a
noble.
girl makes sense, and
Yeah.
I think he's talking about this stuff with first concern, of the child, but then he's got this
Yeah.
agenda that he's trying to push, which is so clever about.
yeah,
And I think he's a good character. I think he's a good character. I don't think,
I think,
and I was annoyed by him unintentionally, but I think he's a very good character. But I think the remake, he just has no personality. I don't think he cares about.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't care about the girl. He cares
In
about
the remake, it's his
Mom.
daughter. In
Yeah,
the remake,
doesn't know
it's
that.
he finds out. No, he finds out that it's his daughter.
Yeah, but in those scenes, I think he's like, because so this
No,
is
but he
we'll
doesn't
talk about the
need to.
remake.
He still cares more about the daughter.
No, we'll talk about the remake because I think he is he's so unlikable because he's just going that he's just trying to get back his girl. He's not trying to get Sorry, I mean his wife. I mean, not the girl. He's trying to get back his wife, which makes him so unlikable. That's to me. He's not.
And
He
the
doesn't care.
daughter. He's trying
No,
to rescue
he
his
doesn't
daughter
care
from this
about the daughter.
cult
Every
that is
time,
lying.
he talks, no, I don't think he cares about the daughter at all. And every time he talks to her, he's like just like leaning in for the kiss, and it's like that's more unlikable.
That might just
Yeah.
be the acting, though.
And
Let's be
That might
real.
just be
no,
the
it's
acting.
intentional. It's because the movie. Did you talk about this? I don't know if you did. The movie, the remake, it's girls versus boys. They turn it from paganism
That's true.
to girls versus boys. They change the
That
Christopher
is
Lee
true.
character to a lady, and they talk about how they cut all the men's tongue out, and then the whole movie is about how women, if you let women be superior, they will put you down, which is
Yeah, I
so
didn't
The
like that
only-
directed by a
The
man.
only
I didn't
good
like
part.
that.
That's the whole
the-
movie, and they turn this good because I do have problems with this first movie, but I do think it's a good movie. I had a good time.
There's like
But
nuances to it, you know.
yeah, they turn
Yeah.
this like it's about religion. It's not about women.
It's about religion, not sexism.
And then the man, he's such a stuck up guy that so the director he like kind of all writes like all of his movies are about like the nice guy that never gets nice guys always finish last. And I watched a movie about it. Or sorry, I watched a video about it. I don't really want to watch his other movies. They're like Paul Rudd comedies, I think. There's a Paul Rudd. It's like that kind of style. And I just think it's like you can just see the agenda in the movie. Because I think in the 70s version, you can see the cop's point of view and you can see the cult's point of view. But they're not telling you that
Yeah.
the cult is wrong or they're not. I guess they are telling you the cult is wrong, which is kind of my problem with the movie. But they're not forcing one perspective on you either. But
Yeah, whereas the remake is
because that's the best part of the original to me is that there's not a massive like agenda that they're pushing on. But the remake just doesn't understand that, and they just are completely pushing. They're like, if women get higher than you, be afraid, run away.
Yeah,
They will cut
exactly.
your tongues out. And it's like, and that's why the cop is so unlikable because all he wants to do is get with that lady, and he doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
What I will say,
yeah.
is that the only good part of the Wicker Man 2006, and I haven't seen it, but it does have Ellen Burstyn in it.
It does have Ellen Burstyn, and she's great. But
and I love Ellen Burstyn.
She's not good. I think Nicolas Cage is great, and I think Ellen Burstyn.
No, his acting was awful.
I think Nicolas Cage is a great actor, though. Not in that movie.
He's done good stuff. He's the most up and down actor in the history of acting.
No,
he has simultaneously done some of the worst performances and some of like really good ones, and it's just so funny.
This is a hot take, though. I know this is a hot take, but I think Nicolas Cage is an amazing actor, and just no one knows how to use him. He's done terrible performances. I agree. The Wicker Man, his performance in The Wicker Man was terrible, but I also think Ellen Burstyn's performance was not very good either, and she's great. Is it Burstyn or Burst? Burstyn?
Wait, I need to look at Nicolas Cage's filmography right now because I've forgotten.
Oh yeah, he's done so many bad ones, but I think when people know how to use him, he's so amazing. He's Greg.
Oh hell yeah, he's Greg.
That's a bad performance in that one. What do you mean?
Okay. From what I'm looking at right now, I've seen Ghost Rider, I've seen National Treasure, I've seen Longlegs, I've seen Croods, the animated Spider-Man, and like all of those are shit. Except for Longlegs and Ghost Rider. I like Ghost Rider.
You think Into the Spider-Verse is shit?
No, I mean like his character was so small, I can't critique it in that movie. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah, but I mean, I don't like because he's done more bad performances than good. That is true. But like when they get him right, it's just it's good.
I liked him in Ghost Rider. He's an Astro Boy. I love that movie. Sorry, I'm being so sidetracked.
It's not. Well, it's not the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, he's like the most minor role in that. But anyway,
I don't actually even know many good. Okay, the only two. I mean, I think he's good as Spider Noir, but that's obviously a joke character. But Adaptation and Pig, the director knows how to work with that guy, with Nicolas Cage, and he's so good. He's so good in those movies. And it's like he doesn't know how to fit his role to the movie, but when directors know how to use him, it's so good. It's so good. That's my hot take though. A lot of people don't like him anyway, and I can understand. But anyway, yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Wicker Man 2006. I think. Yeah, I had a whole spiel, but yeah, I think it just didn't understand anything about the original, and then this whole agenda. Because I can disagree with the movie's point of view, but it's just so obvious in that movie, and I've seen it before, so I rewatched it for this podcast because I thought it would make something interesting to talk about, even though the original movie is already really interesting to talk about. And yeah, I think when as a kid, because I watched that movie like when I was 11, and I could just tell this agenda, and I was like, this is just so wrong. I just didn't.
Derivative.
It's
Derivative.
no, it's not derivative. I just couldn't take it so seriously, and it was just so.
I couldn't take it seriously watching it. I was like,
there's just this anger towards women, and it's really sad. And I think after that movie, the director was kicked out of I think Paramount or whoever made the movie because of sexual accusations. And yeah, that makes sense, bro, because he got given too much power, and I think he did like art pieces. He did art shows before that movie where it was just like rape, I think, for like an hour. It was just like
Ew.
like literally. Like not literally that's happening, but like that's happening in the performance, but not happening in real life. But like stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, this is the type of guy who would make Wicker Man 2006. And I just think there's just so much anger towards women in that movie, and that's just so bad to me. And I can disagree with the movie's ideologies, but it's just it's so weird. Like, I mean, I disagree with Wicker Man 1973 because I don't know how much nuance they treated just like the ending, even though it is dope. Yeah, it's 1973.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. There's lots of like, but yeah, I think the Wicker Man 2006 is terrible. Do you want to go back? We'll talk about.
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible.
What did you think? We're gonna talk about Wicker Man 2006 now. This is taking over the conversation. What was your experience watching it? Just like, I mean, I know you told something.
Which one?
2006.
2006.
Because you were like.
I watched that one first.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
I watched that first before I watched 1971. And I was watching it, and I liked the I did like the where he pictured the little girl in like the water and like on the boat, and like the little flashes of visions. I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't understand the burning car at the beginning. That made me very lost throughout the entire film. I did not understand what that was about.
My God, they cut to it 10 times.
They cut it to it every.
10
I was like, this must be important. They're cutting to it every single scene, and I couldn't clock its relevance, other than the fact that it's the same girl that has now gone missing.
Well, it's not the same girl. It's just it's just the fact that he couldn't save a girl. I'm pretty sure. That's what
I know, and it's like I was like, you're not relevant to this.
Oh yeah, it's so unclever because there's
we can live without you.
there's for Jack, there's about 10 minutes before he goes to the island, and it's just the most boring shit I've ever seen.
Is it just like him preparing to go on holiday? Like
no. It's him. He's on his little police motorbike going down like a highway or like some country road or whatever, and there's like a woman in a car and with her kid, and he pulls them over, gives them a ticket, and then the car explodes.
Yeah.
What?
No. The car gets hit with by a truck, and they.
Yeah.
And it explodes as cars do.
No.
Yeah, as cars do.
They get hit by the truck, but every time they cut back to it, they focus more on the car burning rather than the actual truck hitting it.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay if you didn't pay attention during the Wicker Man 2000.
Not
that you didn't pay attention, but it's okay if you forgot that the truck went into the car.
No, because every time they cut back to it in between shots, it was the car burning that they were focusing on, rather than the truck hitting it. But anyway, that had no relevance to the plot at all. Did not need to be there.
No, I mean, I would say
it made me confused.
Oh no, I would say there is relevance, but
but not important enough.
No, I would say there's relevance. I just would say it's terrible.
Yeah.
Just say it's bad.
My point is, there's an example of a good film that doesn't have it because it doesn't need it.
True that too as well, because that's it. Yeah, and because the movie
that's my
is
argument.
the movie is 15 minutes longer than the original, which is just
and
so
it's
dumb.
because of that car.
Well,
And
probably
it's also,
not, but that
and
is one thing which that pisses me off when it's like, holy crap, when you don't know how to put the same
make a film
movie
interesting.
in like at the same time. What? How?
The other thing,
Anything remakes should be getting shorter and shorter because we get it because we've seen the first one. That's my
I have a deal with remakes that try to make it interesting and different from the original film to the point where it should have been a second film. Like it should have been a different film, not a remake.
Do you think that should have been a second film?
I feel like it could have been a different cult film around bees and like the queen bees with women and have a different message that's better, and then have the bee torturing, no burning giant Wicker Man, focus more on like a bee cage and him dying of his bee allergy.
And they could have called it the Bee Man.
Exactly.
They could have called it the Bee Movie.
They could have called it the Beekeeper.
The Bee. Yeah, I mean, no, I think definitely. I think it could have been a different.
It has
movie.
elements of a different movie.
Yeah.
And then the Wicker Man title smushed on it. I'm like, if they did a movie about a police officer that failed to save a girl, trying to save a girl, and there was like bees, and they, used bees to kill him alive, I would be interested in that. I would watch that film.
It still would have been bad. I mean, there's definitely a good version somewhere.
There's a good version somewhere, but my point is, it felt like it threw all these elements at it to make it different to the point where I would have rather if they just called it a different name.
Yeah, I mean that happens.
The burning Wicker Man
that literally happens with the Cloverfield movies. So, I mean, the first one was a thing, but the
Cloverfield Lane.
So that one and the Paradox, Cloverfield Paradox, those were written as movies, just original movies, and then J.J. Abrams is the worst guy ever. I hate this. J.J. Abrams goes out and he's like, if you want to make it big in Hollywood, kid, well, you're going to have to make it a Cloverfield movie, and we're going to add 10 minutes to the end of it. It doesn't make any sense. So that will happen with both movies. You can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with
it. No. That's what I dislike about remakes. I also dislike remakes that
those are sequels, though, in that case.
Yeah, exactly. And I dislike remakes that do I also dislike remakes that are absolute carbon copies of the original at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that.
If it's like a word for word remake, every action is the same, nothing is different, then I'm like, that was a waste of, $500 million or whatever the fuck Hollywood's thrown at it.
Yes, that happens. Yeah, I mean, I think remakes are bad a lot of the time. I think because if it's too different, there's no point having that name, which I think that is in the Wicker Man 2006 as well, but I think there's a lot of other problems as well. Or if it's too similar, is pointless, right? So like all the Disney ones are pointless and just add stuff. And then then there's like the Psycho remake, which is like shot for shot. Yeah. But it was like, But then I think sometimes like movies that are remakes that you don't even realize, like The Thing is a remake, and that's just great, and it doesn't matter. It's alright. It's just great.
Wait, which one of The Thing is a remake?
The Thing, the 1980 one with Kurt Russell.
That's a remake?
That's a remake of The Thing from the 50s.
Oh, did not know that. That was so good.
Which is why, and that's why it's so good, and people don't even think about that. And I think there's a Sorcerer is a remake of Wings of Fire or something. I've watched both of them. They're like like the classic movie Fear of Desire, Wings of Desire, Wings of Fear, something like that. And basically, it's like the original like the plot is just that they have to transport a car of dynamite across a country without it.
I kind of love that though.
Yeah, and that's like an iconic premise. And then Sorcerer is by William Friedkin, which is like a.
Go 1 second, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, Sorcerer is like a remake, which takes that premise and then adds so much depth to the characters and has I think an hour of runtime before they even get on the car, and it all just feels just like seamless. And I think most people talk about Sorcerer and they don't realize that that's a remake. So those are my examples of good remakes. just for my 2 cents, because I don't hate every remake. But I do hate a lot of remakes. A lot. Yeah, we'll get back to the Wicker Man, the 70s one. I would give the remake a 1 out of 10. It is so bad. I've seen it twice. I never want to see it again. Anyway, Jack, you just keep. What were we talking
about it?
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Okay. So we were talking. Believe it or not, we're talking about the Wicker Man. I don't know, honestly. I thought it was just like so cool, and I love that sort of style of film. And I'm gonna be real, and this might be controversial. I didn't like Midsummer that much.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. It just didn't click with me. I don't know.
Give us your review, yeah.
Midsummer kind of, I don't know, it just didn't click with me. But then, like, this feels like pretty similar, and this did. And I gotta disagree with the music. I love the little musical elements just because they're kind of funny. And I think that's just, yeah, that's kind of goated.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I can only remember like 2 musical numbers, and I think, yeah, my take is they should just made it full musical, like gone with it, or just not had it, or I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind that it's there. I just think it wasn't done very convincingly, and I didn't really enjoy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really add anything to the themes, and I was like, and I feel like, and also I think it was one part where I was like, are they trying to make the cult weird for singing and dancing? That's not weird.
Yeah.
I had to break it.
No, I guess I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, I mean, I think overall I was impressed by it, but I don't think it did anything to wow me. And I think all the behind the scenes behind the scenes stories. Yeah. I think that they're more interesting than the film, and all the movies that it inspired. I think for me, it's more those are more interesting. Like Midsummer, I think.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't want to say. I do think Midsummer is better, but I think
that's fair.
It's not like it's not because it's modern or anything. And I think Wicker Man.
I get what you mean.
The budget was only adjusted for inflation, $1 million, $1 million.
Which is, I think that's like so impressive as well. That they
right. That's obsession, basically.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And I think, I mean, obviously that thing at the end, the titular Wicker Man at the end looked great.
Yeah,
and yeah, but I think, yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of things that kept taking me out, but it was also like, that's okay because it's like cheesy and it's fun. But I think a lot of the like the opening, it was clearly filmed on another helicopter because that camera couldn't stop shaking, and I don't know why. That's a flaw for me. But I think
I love that because that's like so common in like older films, having that shaky camera when you're filming those big wide aerial shots. And so like when it plays in old films, I'm always like, it feels nostalgic almost. Like I really love it.
Yeah, I guess.
But I
could clearly see it was like another helicopter, and it kind of took me out, which is okay. I don't know. I feel like a stinker in this episode, but
it's just the remake.
No, because I don't think the remake like tarnished anything because it's so much not like the movie. For me, did it affect your experience at all? Like watching the remake?
I think it made me like the original more than I would have just on its own, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's what every bad remake.
Watching the really bad remake and then going, oh my god, the original's so much better, makes me feel better about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you thought that I recommended the Nicolas Cage version.
Well, he would only have
exquisite Nicolas Cage.
I've never once said I really like Nicolas Cage as well.
I thought you had, and then I was like, oh, so it's obviously the Nicolas Cage one.
Do you like Nicolas Cage?
No, I don't.
Jack.
I don't mind him. I think he's done some cool stuff. I think he's done some terrible stuff. I love National Treasure. They're like really nostalgic for me. I watched them a lot as a kid.
Oh yeah, that's silly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never once been like, wow, Nicolas Cage is my favorite actor of all time.
I know, that's why I was in my head. I was like, wow, Jack really likes Nicolas Cage, huh? It's such a bizarre choice.
Maybe you just give Nicolas Cage vibes, Jack.
I feel like I could.
Yeah.
Like that vibe of enjoying his work.
Not the bees!
Not the bees!
Why does he...
It's a
Yeah.
deleted scene, guys. It's a deleted scene. I can't believe it's a deleted scene. That makes me so
I
sad.
can't believe they deleted it.
Yeah.
They had gold
Not
right
the
there.
bees!
Gold.
Yeah, they had gold. Is it better than the... Oh! You're hurting me! Ow!
I like how they're like, yeah, not the bee scene, no, but everything else, yeah. Yeah. What? So we can go through the plot. I think Christopher Lee's character is definitely the most fascinating. I think
He's the cult leader, right?
yes, yeah. So he's the
Yeah,
cult leader,
okay.
and he's really charming, and yeah, I don't know, something about him. Every time he was on screen, I was like, yeah. I was, yeah, I thought he had a nuanced character, which I don't think anyone else in the film had. Like,
Yeah.
feel when he's talking, he's talking to the cop, and he goes, "Yes, it'd be far too dangerous to jump through the fire with clothes on." And he gives his little perspective on. He's like, "This is just how we live, and I
Yeah.
think it's okay." And I think that was a mature scene and a really interesting scene for the 70s. And I think in some ways it was ahead of its time because of those ideas where I think it was planting ideas in audiences' head that, like, yeah, it is okay to not be Christian, it's okay to do other things. But then at the same time, I think it's not ahead of its time because I think the audience probably dragged it down and they call it a cult movie where a cult burns a man. But
Yeah.
more than that. But I think in the 70s it would have just been like, oh, terrifying, you know. But I don't think it's that scary now, and I think that character is a really interesting. The Edward Woodward character. That's the actor who plays the detective. I don't remember the detective.
Yeah.
But I think that character is a really interesting character now because he's such a dick. He sucks. So at some points, and he is pushed. I think the good thing about this film is I think he's pushing his Christian agenda, which is interesting to watch and funny to watch. But the film isn't pushing the Christian agenda, that's a good line. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's like, it's not endorsing what he's saying. It is kind of making... Well, it is, honestly, I think even in 1973 was making him out to be, like, a dick. And making him out to be this condescending, xenophobic asshole.
And it shows that he still has temptations with that really weird scene where he's, like, against the wall, which I thought was good camp. It still shows that he's actually breaking... He still has temptations. And he's actually still a man. And he's like breaking these rules that he just said out loud everyone should and follow.
Like when you were gone before, I said to Tiger, like the cult is bad because they sacrificed him, obviously, but like this guy was so steadfast in his belief and like so xenophobic and so condescending and just such an asshole that he wasn't able to accept their religion when they didn't do crazy shit. I can't really remember everything they did, but most of I think what they did was just like be like free love and like
no, there was
jump
like,
over fire.
There was like jumping over fire, and then there was like the
that's
dancing.
fine.
Yeah.
The dancing, that's fine. So like it's not like they had like like been like violent or anything, and he was still being such an asshole to them. But like
burn him.
No, but like I mean, up until
by the end,
until the burning.
Up until
but the thing is
all of what I'm saying is up until the burning, because I think
up until the burning.
The ending changes what you're kind of.
The ending does change the tone of the cult a lot.
No, but I think it is good. You guys are talking me into. I think I'm liking it more during this conversation because I think when I first watched it, it wasn't really clicking for me. But obviously, it's way better than the remake. But I think the ending kind of, to me, I don't think it's saying that those cults do that. I think it's making fun of these audience members that are afraid that this cult will do something like that. And I mean, obviously, literally, they are doing that, and that probably at the time was not helpful and not progressive. But I think nowadays I'm watching it, and
it's almost like, is this what you think of? Like,
is this what you think of
pagan religion? Do you really just think that they're like a bunch of violent savages when like nothing up until that point except for them being a bit weird, kind of like, oh, and there being a girl missing, but like not necessarily that they had done that.
Yes, but then the girl wasn't even missing, it was to lure him. So
but like
it was, and the girl seemed happy, you know, like the girl is happy.
yeah,
The girl
but
wasn't-
like what I said to Tiger was, if he hadn't been so like xenophobic and like such an asshole towards them for their religion, and so like stuck in his like religion and not open to change, he probably wouldn't have been lured to the Wicker Man, because he wouldn't have been so aggressive and so rude and so things. So he kind of his
Because if he
own
left,
his own inability to like his own religious extremism kind of got him killed, you know?
yeah.
Which I think is just such an interesting
think
sort of
is like
thing.
the cherry on top
Yeah.
because yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it was just like cult kidnaps guy, burns guy, it would have been
Yeah.
bad. But
Yeah, I mean,
they
and
gave him like
that's
this.
what
They
Wicker
gave
Man
him
2006 is.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they gave him like the agency to leave if they sort of almost.
Well, they did. They were like, didn't they let
Yeah.
him
They
leave
let-
at one
They
point?
Yeah, yeah.
they're like you shouldn't be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
For us, you wouldn't like our ceremony. But he was so like adamant on like putting a stop to this and finding. I mean, finding the girl obviously was an important thing to do. But yeah.
Yeah, because it's got that central, you know, oh, I need to save this girl, and that is
That's like
way
a
for
really
me to hook
noble
onto
sort
this
of
character to be like,
yeah, it's a
that's
noble
right.
thing to
Yeah.
do. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But then he just kind of goes about it by being this jerk who's not willing to like
Xenophobic.
accept other people, and that's what gets him killed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That they knew he wouldn't leave, and that's
Yeah.
That's something.
It's one of those things, and I do sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's really good. It's one of those things where it's like they kind of know your moves from the start and know exactly what you're gonna do. And in this case, I think it worked. In cases like, because like in Saw, one of the things I love about the later Saw films is like Jigsaw knows exactly how every single person is gonna react in every single situation. Like he's so meta.
Yeah.
But like it is in a way where it's like this man basically just had the script planned out. Like he's an oracle, you know. In this case, they knew exactly how he was going to act, but it made sense, you know, because they kind of
bad
push.
in the later Saw films. I haven't.
And the Saw films, I love Saw.
Oh, you guys love Saw? Okay.
Yes.
I
I like Saw 1. The other two that I've seen, Saw 2 and 3, made me want to throw up. That was actually the most horrifying thing I've ever
seen
witnessed.
5 of them out of order. And I love, but I like know all the lore, and I do love them. But yeah, the Jigsaw like he's overpowered, you know. He's too meta. Whereas in this case, like the cult's meta, like they know how the cop is going to act, but it makes sense because it's like the cult is just subtly kind of nudging him in the direction, and they're like they kind of manipulate him in just the right ways to keep him hunting in just the right areas without getting too much information. Yeah, and that's really cool. And then that kind of meta works because it makes sense how they knew he wasn't gonna leave the island, and how they knew he was gonna end up at the Wicker Man, and how they knew he was gonna end up being a sacrifice. They knew from the beginning their plan would work, because they just kind of knew how to manipulate him, I guess, and then that just made it so much more sinister, but also like way more cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't know, because I'm thinking I'm talking about it with you guys now, and I'm enjoying it more. But I think when I first watched it, which was like a week ago, I was still feeling like that. Yeah, they're kind of knowing what to do all along. It kind of took away maybe. But then I think it's the 70s, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like if I watched this in 1973, I would love it. But I feel like that's not how I judge things. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this movie. I thought I'd figure it out by now.
Do we want to do final ratings? Sorry, I don't want to like cut us short, but we do have the film fest soonish.
Oh yes, we're doing the 48-hour film fest.
Yes, oh yeah, we're doing the 48-hour film fest for Auckland in Auckland.
Stella and Eli are a part of it too.
We're all doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that's this weekend. That's starting in a couple hours actually. Yeah, that's starting in
an hour and a half.
Yeah, so that's something that's happening for us.
Yeah.
It's quite fun. Yeah, we can wrap up our ratings, I think. Yeah, I
And
think
your recommendation, Matiu?
my recommendation, yeah. We'll wrap up this conversation on the Wicker Man. I think it's really interesting, but I think everything it's inspired is slightly more interesting to me, and something with a higher budget and with a more modern take like Midsummer. But
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
love
I
Midsummer.
sound like a broken record, but I do like Midsummer more.
No,
Yeah.
that's
And
totally
I agree
fair.
with that.
And I
like
think
Midsummer
it's one of
more.
those movies where it's like, because I feel like a remake of that movie, if that would ever happen, it sounds to me is kind of a good idea because it's rough around the edges, and that's kind of what people love. But to have a more distinct voice in for a remake actually sounds like a really good idea. So to me, I didn't think the 2006 project was doomed from the beginning. But I think I think instead of a remake, just other tellings like Midsommar. And for some reason I can't think of, I mean, Opus is a cult movie that wasn't very good though. What was that? There was one I watched. Whatever. We'll never figure it out. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Yeah, but I think
Rosemary's Baby, is that a cult film?
yes, but that was before Wicker Man. So.
Is it?
But,
Yeah, I also haven't seen. I want to watch it for the satanic cult stuff, but I cannot get past Roman Polanski.
Yeah,
and the content in Rosemary's Baby.
I suppose Shut's a cult film.
Oh yeah,
it is really that same paganism sort of thing.
No, but I kind of prefer the secret society rich people cults because they're really scary.
Yeah, I haven't seen many cult films aside from Midsummer that are on that sort of paganism or farm free life sort of thing. I haven't seen many of those.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I haven't now. What I'm thinking, but I was just thinking.
I mean, Eli's watched Children of the Corn, which.
Oh, that's definitely inspired by Wicker Man, actually. Yeah.
Oh
right. Yeah. But that doesn't look any good.
No, it's not. It's 2 stars rating on Letterboxd.
Yeah, but I think I'll come to appreciate it more with more viewings. But I think now it's probably a 6 out of 10.
Same.
But I liked it, but a 6 out of 10. Which which is interesting because we were having a really positive conversation. And I think that is because what you say?
I was going to ask what your remake rating would be.
Yeah, I mean my remake rating is a 1 out of 10, easy. Easy. I think it's easy 1 out of 10. What about you?
Me, I was because I hadn't seen the remake and I was thinking about it. I gave it 2 stars originally. But seeing the remake and seeing the story they had in the remake done better than the original, made me lower it plummeted the rating of the remake.
Yeah.
So I'd give it 1 star, and the remake
You mean the original?
The original. Sorry, the original. 6 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay. So this. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'll come to appreciate it more, but I think I'm really glad a film like Midsommar came out and kind of resonates with me more. Probably because I'm just a modern audience, and that's in a modern time. And Florence Pugh is excellent. I think there's a difference between something like a Citizen Kane, which inspired a lot of things, but I also think is also really good and fun for me to watch.
Yeah.
And Wicker Man, where it's just kind of the themes and the behind the scenes is more interesting than the movie.
That's fair.
But no, well, it's a shame when the ratings are skewed like this. But what would you give it, Jack?
I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I really love The Wicker Man. I think it's such a good horror film. I haven't seen the remake. I don't plan on it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But
I would call it a horror.
Which one? Either of them.
Either of them.
I think I would call it horror.
I think the originals are horror, but it's more horror in the 1970s sense. The same way Halloween is a horror.
Yeah,
but Halloween is not scary.
Yeah.
I'd call it more of a thriller because the things we're seeing are not scary in a sense. It's more
they were meant to be
finding it. Yeah, but it's the thrill of finding out the secrets in the plot of Wicker Man.
True, that's a good take. Yeah, but I think for the 70s, it's a horror. It's a
70s. It would have been horror, but for now, I just call it a thriller.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I mean, glad we had that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
was interesting. I guess it's a shame when the ratings are skewed like this, but I think we still had a lot of positive experience because I think a lot of people agree with you, Jack. It's like a 5-star movie for a lot of people. So, but
I like actually 6 or 7 out of 10.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah,
No,
say that
I'm
again.
not repeating that.
I'd say Wicker Man out of 10. I'm gonna just end it now. No. Okay.
Yeah. What's your recommendation?
What's my recommendation? I've been contemplating because recently we've been doing a lot of serious films, and also a lot of films I've been liking. So we need to do a silly film and a film that sucks. And I can't find any.
Kissing Booth 2.
Not Kissing Booth 2.
Or
That'd be
3.
derivative.
That'd be
Derivative.
3. No. Yeah, I have no idea. We're not doing another episode ever. Yeah, so
This is the last one.
I might do. Here's a movie. I think this will make an interesting conversation. I know it's long, and I know our next episode is going to be short, but like a shorter time in between. But I'll just see who can make it. I've heard so much about this. If you look at the IMDb rating or the Letterboxd curve, it is insane. I don't know if it's bad. This is my build-up.
Okay,
I'm gonna do Southland Tales from 2006 with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and and Nora.
Wait, what is it? What is it called?
Southland Tales, directed by Richard Kelly, who has done Donnie Darko and Southland Tales and nothing else.
Oh my god.
Richard Kelly?
Richard Kelly, sorry. Did I say David Kelly?
Richard.
Oh my god, it's got Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh my god, it's got Rock when he had hair.
Rock when he had hair. I don't know anything. I just know that I don't want you guys to have any expectations. If you see the Letterboxd curve, that will give you some expectations. But I just know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at that. But there is so many 5 stars. There's a lot of 5 stars.
That? How do you form
that? Is actually very crazy.
That is
wow.
So I think it will make an interesting conversation, but I know it's long and it could be awful. But that's my recommendation. I don't know anything about the one thing I know. Here's what I'll say for you guys is that the first 3 acts are told in a comic book that isn't a part of the movie. So and then Act 4, 5, and 6 are in the movie, so it just starts in the middle of Act 4. So are we ready for that, guys? Are we ready for that?
Okay, I that didn't make sense to me, but you know what? Hell yeah. Can I just say I just scrolled down to the most popular reviews just to have a quick peek, and one of my favorite one that I just saw is a movie about how 9/11 had sex with America's Jane, which I think is giving me the best expectations for this film.
I mean, and if you look at these reviews, there's a bunch of 5 stars, but there's also a bunch of 1 stars.
The indecipherable cave writings of a madman that predicted the future.
That's fine. Well, okay, before this turns into the Letterboxd show, we'll sign off. We're signing off.
Okay.
That is my recommendation. I have no idea. I didn't want to do a movie that I love and that to pick it so that you guys can pick apart. I'm gonna do whatever this is, whatever this turns into. So good luck with that, guys. Good luck with it.
Oh,
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, is it? Oh god.
Oh my god! Finally, one that's on a streaming service that I have.
I know. I was like, Wicker Man remake is on Netflix. Yes.
No, it's not on Netflix. I am the worst. I'm gonna.
You're the worst.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's how I watched it.
No, Southland Tales.
Oh no.
I said I think it is. Yeah. Oh my god, it's got Amy Poehler and Kevin Smith. What the hell?
Oh hell yeah.
This movie is gonna be awful.
No, baby, it's gonna be good. I think it might be on Amazon. No, this is all buying. Okay.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find
it.
Okay. Anyway, good luck with that, guys. Good luck watching that even.
You too. You haven't seen it either.
No, but I recommended it. I'm hyped. Southland Tales hype.
Hell yeah.
Did you recommend it purely based off the arc on Letterboxd reviews?
No, so I recommended it. I think I'll tell the story. But that's a story for another time. I think
Okay.
I've known about this movie for years, and I just think we've been watching a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
A lot of good movies. So I'm glad you guys don't know it.
Yeah, Perfume, 10 stars.
Yeah. Okay, well that's anything else, guys?
No. Other than that, it's my recommendation after matches.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yippee!
Perfume was an insane second
It does
episode.
not have The Rock in it. I will give you that much.
Oh, you've already decided. Oh, yes, that's good.
Yeah, I've already decided.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, gang.
Thank
This is
you.
Machu signing off.
Okay. Signing off.
Sayonara.
No, I said signing.
Adios.
I said
amigos.
signing off.
Signing off.
Signing off.
You.
You.
No, I shut up.